Hey Laketa, this is the video I told you I put together going over how you can increase your online presence and your customer base. And if you might be wondering why I do things like this, honestly I realize like when you guys are out trying to grow your businesses, you tend to neglect your online presence. And it's one of the most important things. So if you figured out that it is important, then you've hired someone that said they knew what they were doing and they didn't, or you try to do it yourself and you realize it was kind of overwhelming and you couldn't. So what I realize is that when I put together videos like these, I go over exactly what you need to do in order for you to increase your business in the next 30 days. Companies come back and they tell me, you know what, thank you so much. This was amazing. I can't believe you did this. We don't have the time because we really need to focus on business. Can you do it for us? And if at the end of this video you realize that amongst everything I've told you, there's so much more value I can add to you guys, send me a message in response to this message that I send you showing you this video, and we can set up a time to go over exactly what needs to happen in order for you to move forward. If not, and you want to do this stuff yourself, or you have a team that you want to do use to do it, that's fine with me. All I ask is that you give me some feedback about the value that you got from the video, or if I could add more value to you by adding more information or being clearer in definitions or whatever else. I just want to make sure that I help businesses like yours succeed. So, without further ado, I'll get started. I will cover a couple different things with you today, specifically 3 of them, and they're going to be content, citations, and backlinks. But I'll start with content because that tends to be the first thing that Google rates. Google wants to know that you have something valuable as far as information goes to add to people in the community. So 1,500 words is normally what they say that you need to have, at a minimum. When I came to your site, I really like the layout of the site. It's a really nice site. I can tell immediately, though, you don't have 1,500 words, but it is a really nice site. You decorated it great. What I would have changed in here, I would have had a video going, like kind of like a walk through the house. I'm actually interested in seeing this particular house because I love fireplaces with stone. That's my thing. So, and the wood, like, you picked, like, if I was buying a house in Virginia right now, you'd be somebody I'd go with if you were on the front page of Google for sure. So, a video walkthrough of this would be excellent. That would engage your user. User experience is huge today. Videos are what it's about. So you want that on your website. So I took real estate agents in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and I found the first person that came up on the Google map. So I'll show you so you can see it yourself. I searched real estate agency Fredericksburg, Virginia, and Long and Foster was the first one that came up. And I know that you're not just in Fredericksburg. You offer some properties in Maryland and stuff like that. We can look at keywords for that also. But for Fredericksburg, Virginia, which I saw a majority of your properties were, this is the company that came up. So when I look at their website and I see immediately like, yeah, they got some content on here, but they don't have 1,500 words. And no matter how they have this index on here, you can beat them out if you just add that content to the front page. So if you just told people who you were, where you were from, in a nice video, it would kill them as far as content goes in Google's terms. The next thing I want to talk to you about are what I showed you a little bit earlier. So how I search for you, how I search for them, and the importance of it. So this is what citations are for. So citations are where you're going to put your business name, phone number, and your address, right? And the reason why that matters is because that's an online directory, one that gives you free advertisement, because most places you don't pay for. Places like Facebook, MapQuest, White Pages, Yellow Pages you got to pay for. Easy Logos free. Stuff like that. It's just for you to get yourself out there in a directory. And then there are tons of other things. The fact that you're a black female, not that you need to monopolize off that, but you could, because there are so many programs or websites where you can link to, because they really appreciate your drive and who you are, and the fact that you've got like a real estate agency and that you're doing big things, you're making big moves. So I recommend it. Next, just to kind of be on the same topic of the citations, the reason why citations matter, Google will give you higher preference if you are cited in several places versus being cited only on Google. If a company that's got a really high domain rating has verified that your business is real, then Google takes that and they say, okay, then you got higher priority than over some of these companies who don't have citations. The more citations you have, the better your chances are when you go to put your Google My Business in on Google. So you and I both know when a person goes into their phone and they type real estate agency near me or real estate agency Fredericksburg, Virginia, the first thing that comes up are those 3 names there, which are Long and Foster, Remax, and Y-Shirt Realtors. Those are the 3 people who are going to get business. Now, let's say for some reason that they didn't go off the map pack because they weren't caring about what was local. They wanted to go and see what sites were available. The first 3 people in the organic are going to be the people who get the business. So again, Long and Foster, Realtor.com, and then HomeLight.com. So we want to get you on the map pack And then we also want to get you in the organic on the front page. Now I know you see these up here and you're wondering, like, what's this? These are ads. To be honest with you, 73,000 people search how to get rid of this. They don't want to see ads. They really don't like it. It's annoying. It pops up whenever they want to pop up, so they have ad blockers coming on. I'm not saying that all Google ads are bad. Just they tend to be only good in particular niches. So next I'm going to kind of dissect your website and show you exactly what's going on behind the scenes. And then once you see this, you'll really understand how important off-site SEO is. So when I came to your site, I use a tool called Ahrefs. It's about $300 a month. You can get that tool if you want it, but you don't have to. I understand it's a big investment, and you're not helping multiple people like I am. But this tool is like the doctor of websites. It breaks down the website to its bare bones and gives me so much data. It allows me to compile an analysis, a real analysis of what you actually need. So when I look in here and I see, the first thing I notice is that you have no domain rating, which tells me off the bat that your site has not been recognized because you're not connected in the proper places. You haven't been on here. You're not linked correctly like you should be. You haven't been cited where you should be. And your meta tags and your site description, all those things aren't what they should be. So backlinks, which are a huge part of how you get your domain rating, are kind of like when a site with a rating shares its site authority with you. So what that means is that you are linked to 3 different sites right now, referring domains. You got a link somewhere on your page that hyperlinks to another website. And that website, if it's a follow, will hyperlink back to your website. All 8 of your backlinks are no follows, which means no one is hyperlinking back to your website. So they're not sharing their domain rating with yours. If they were, then you'd be able to grow your trust with Google. Google needs to be able to trust your site. So as you add appropriate backlinks to your site, your trust rating for your domain is going to go up. And that's going to get you moving forward and closer to the front page of Google. The next thing are the keywords. Organic keywords are how people find you. If you don't have any keywords, then people aren't going to find you. Example, if I'm looking for a real estate agent in Fredericksburg, VA, that real estate agent Fredericksburg, VA is the keyword or key phrase. Because you have no keywords, you will not be found. You're just lost in the dark inner web, which sucks because you got so many clients you could be having. So I wanted to make sure I went over what your competition's doing. So Lofton and Foster, right? Because Long and Foster, those were who are at the top of the organic search. These guys, they've got ungodly amount of backlinks and referring domains, just because they've been around for so long. But that specific page, right? I'm gonna show you the specific page so you can understand. This specific page is only bringing them 1 person organically per month, for whatever reason. So most of their site is based probably somewhere else, and that's where they get most of their traffic from as a company. But they have several different locations, so that's why you see Fredericksburg VA Realty. Long and Foster is probably a national known real estate agency. I don't know much about them or whatever, but the point I wanted you to get at is that whatever. This particular domain's not getting not searched much. So let me show you these guys real quick. Take the first organic one outside of. All right, here we go. House in Fredericksburg .com. Let's go over and type that in. House in Fredericksburg.com. Right? Hopefully I spelled that correctly. Probably not. All right. So Fredericksburg. Houses in Fredericksburg. Wow. Please don't judge me on this right now. Alright, so houses in Fredericksburg.com. Here we go. Alright, so this company is on the front page of Google, right? And these guys are in the 10th spot, so they're at the very bottom of Google's because they're a new site. They don't have much going on for them right now. If you see, their domain score is really low. Their domain rating's low. Like all that stuff is going on right now is really low. But you can see right now that they've got 54 backlinks, 18 referring domains. They're still within their max 20 links to 1 referring domain. The domains are strong, and they're actually following them back. And I wanted to make sure you saw this. Although they have 35 that aren't following, there are 19 of them that are following, and those domains are really, really strong domains. And I can go in here and I can take a look and see what domains those are. And so this is the reason why I love this tool, because it allows me to see what's going on. Where are they listed that I can get? Next, the organic keywords. So I'm going to come in here and take a look at what they got going on. So organic keywords, usually if you do them correctly, will contribute directly. They will show exactly how much organic traffic you'll have come to your website. So if you've done it right, then it will show here. So it looks like they have cited a lot of the keywords that people search for, which is the Keller Williams Realty, Fredericksburg, Virginia. So obviously Keller Williams took this site and they monopolized off of it, but it's really easy for you to beat. So you can see all the keywords they're going for. You can absolutely get this. The keyword would actually not be Keller Williams because that's their specific name. So probably someone in Keller Williams owns this website, but the thing that you want to look for is Fredericksburg, VA real estate. That's your keyword. Fredericksburg, Virginia real estate. Those are homes for sale, Fredericksburg, Virginia. Those are your keywords that you want to aim for. Not these specific ones for their names, although they get searched for. So I realized this was a lot of information to kind of go over with you, and I wanted to really make sure that I broke things down so that you fully understood. And you realize that I cannot tell you everything in a 5-minute video or a 10-minute video. It takes a lot of training, but if you want help and you know that I can provide it to you in order to get you to the next level where you want to go, I'm going to send you a message. You can respond back and we'll set up a time to kind of go over what all we can do, what your goals are, and how I can help you accomplish those. If not, and you want to do that for yourself, I have no problem with it whatsoever. All I ask is that you give me some feedback on what you got from the video, because I hope that it was helpful. You know, like I hope that you were able to get everything that you needed out of it. So thank you so much, Laketa, for taking the opportunity to check this video out, and I'm hoping to hear from you soon. Thank you.